Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And it appears to me that Alberto Del Rio is once again gone from WWE. This is like a fucking joke. Just stay in Lucha Underground now. Don't even bother with fucking WWE. These motherfuckers have no idea what the fuck to do with their own talent. It's absolutely crazy. They're like in charge of the lives of something like I don't know, 40, 50 guys and girls, and they have no idea how to properly, guide these people to a successful career. Back in the day, you joined up with the WWE, and you were probably going to have, the best run of your career. Now you don't even have those guarantees. I'm looking right now online at fucking TNA, the production that they're doing. I don't watch a lot of TNA, but I was looking at. I didn't watch the whole thing yet, which is why I'm not reviewing it. Of the Hardys versus Decay, it's like the final deletion too. I'm looking at the productions of that, and then I'm also looking at EC3 and Bobby Lashley. They're having like a UFC style press conference like on the show. And I'm just saying to myself, I'm watching this piece of fucking shit, WWE. I might just be watching it through the YouTube videos now. But even still, I'm wasting my fucking time. And TNA, who has a lot less money, they're on the fucking channel that no one's even fucking heard of, Pop TV. Yet they look so much better. And they have developed characters. I'm looking at Abyss and Crazy Steve and Decay. And, right there, like, that's exactly how Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt should have been. They should have been fucking scary, fucking terrifying, fucking weirdos. Instead, we get all of this, it all just feels so generic and by the numbers. Nothing wows you anymore. The only thing you ever hear people talking about now is like the matches. Oh, Kevin Owens had a great match. Sami Zayn had a great match. And this is all we fucking say. And then we talk about these great matches. And somehow these great matches don't even get talked about years later. We're still talking about matches from 10 years ago. Because that's when the memorable matches happen. You see, I already said this time and time again. It doesn't matter if a good match happens now because there's nothing behind it. There's no story, memorable feud, or memorable characters going into it. When the guys are so generic and they're going into this match, you're not going to remember it. It's like going to an indie show and saying I saw a great match. I don't remember any great matches. I remember some from Ring of Honor. One that sticks out of my mind is Daniel Bryan and Lance Storm because, well, that's just memorable to me. But anyway, let's get back on track. So the WWE is a complete fuck up, and now they're losing Del Rio for the second time. And, who could blame Del Rio for asking for his release? They bring this guy back. They probably promised him the world. You're going to defeat Cena your first night back. The guy has an 8-minute match with Cena, kicks him in the fucking face, wins the title clean, wins the U.S. title. And to get a win like that over Cena, it really, well, you would think that it would mean something. But now we see AJ Styles, who also pinned Cena, and all he's doing is hanging out on the top rope, holding on to his fucking nads. So you can see that beating Cena really doesn't have the same luster that we once thought it did. And then Del Rio goes into obscurity. He holds on to the U.S. title. They have him lose to Kalisto of all people. He trades the title back and forth. And then before you know it, that's about it. Del Rio is turned into a fucking laughing stock, basically. There's nothing that could really be done with this guy at this point. You know, it's almost pointless. And now we've got a rumor that his girlfriend Paige is also headed out the door. You know, you had like one of these charismatic, girls that looked like a fucking star that was standing out. You know, she was, we saw in NXT that she could cut promos. They were giving her garbage to work with on the mic in WWE. So there, so once again, it's like, what's the point of hanging around? I guess you could say this is where the most money is, but if you've got any type of self-respect, and you've got integrity and you've got standards, you're probably not going to want to hang around in this company for much longer. Let's be perfectly honest. When they bring you back and they promise you the world and they tell you you're going to beat Cena, and then they take a big fucking nasty shit all over you, then I think it's time to fucking get the hell out. And I wouldn't blame it if more wrestlers walked out. What the fuck are they doing with some of these guys? For example, Baron Corbin. This is a guy who's proven himself. This is not a guy who's on the indie scene, Baron Corbin. He proves himself. The guy shows that he knows how to carry himself. He's a big guy. He can work in the ring. They give him a match one week and then he's not even mentioned on the show the next. I mean, how the fuck are they booking this shit? Is what I'm saying. I mean, it's not even fucking funny anymore, If people wanted to say, like, oh, Brad, your videos are not as good as they used to be, or whatever. To those people, I say, fuck you. I've been coming here consistently week after week reviewing the fucking shows. I come here, I talk about wrestling every fucking couple of days, to satisfy the subs. And if you guys are going to complain, then, what am I going to tell you? I'm forcing myself to watch this stupid fucking product, and it fucking sucks fucking cock. Like I said, it's not even funny anymore. There's only so many jokes you can make. You can make fun of it, but it's fucking depressing already. You see these men and women busting their fucking asses in the ring, and meanwhile, fucking senile Vince McMahon and his fucking dumbass writing team and his fucking retarded ass goofy daughter, they're fucking up the fucking show. Stephanie buries everybody on air. No one can get over. Only Stephanie can get over. That's the only person who's allowed to get over, I guess, in McMahon's eyes. Let's write the show so even the top guys who are trying to push look pathetic, like AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose. Let's write Triple H into the storylines with Kevin Owens, but then not feature him on the very next night after the whole fucking audiences, fucking viewers are exploding with excitement. Oh, let's have Miz come on a post-game wrap-up show that's not even aired on TV. Let's have him cut this great promo. People are still gonna watch the post-game wrap-up, and they're gonna start talking about it. Hey, maybe we should do something with this. Yeah, let's start it out in the ring and then slowly just dissolve it into a meaningless Intercontinental title match. I mean, what the fuck are they trying to do here? Are they trying to be good or trying to fuck it up on purpose? Because sometimes it's like they do good like that, like the Miz promo, and they're like, oh, you want something good? Here you go. Oh, what's this? Oh, something good? What's that you got in your hand? Something good? BAM! Smacks that shit away, and they're like, no, motherfucker! And to that I say, fuck you, WWE. The fucking bait and switch that you do, you're a bunch of fucking assholes. And they have to know that they're doing this. And they have to know that they're doing this to talent. Like, for example, and I've been using this example, what's going to be like a year now. In another month, it's going to be a year since Del Rio returned. And that just shows you. He couldn't even last a year in WWE with you guys. That's how fucking bad you are. He couldn't even last a fucking year in WWE without being unhappy. And the thing is, I can't fault the guy. I'm not the biggest Del Rio fan. But the thing is, you could fucking see the guy's not going to be happy the way that you're fucking booking this guy. It would be different if you brought this guy back as like some small mid-carder. You bring him back like a Jinder Mahal. But you bring him back to have him beat the face of the fucking company. So, of course, this guy is going to expect the fucking world. Of course, he's going to expect to be in main events on pay-per-views. He doesn't expect to be fighting Kalisto. I mean, come on. And now Paige. I mean, eventually, even Ziggler had even threatened at one point that he was going to leave. And he's still stuck around. And it might even be a smart idea for him to get the fuck out of there. Because, Ziggler I do like quite a bit. And the guy seems like he's got a lot of haters right now in the YWC. I don't know why the fuck that is. People used to love him. Now they hate him. All right? I don't know why. But there's another guy, very deserving. They promised this guy a number of times that he was going to get pushed and be a bigger star. They give him a world title, and then they punish him for having a fucking concussion. And now we're going back even further. I'm going to complain about something from 3.5 years ago, pretty much. They gave a guy a title, and then they took it away from him because he put his body on the line for the fucking company. Does anybody see what's wrong with that fucking picture? Guys, I don't know. I'm totally fucking disgusted with WWE. They have no idea how to fucking handle talent. They have no idea how to write anymore. And fucking McMahon. McMahon needs to fucking give it up. And if he gives up the company, he's going to give it to Stephanie and Triple H. Is that really going to, give us any improvement? I don't think that it is. It's going to yield the same results pretty much. Motherfuckers. This is getting fucking ridiculous with this fucking company. I mean, they're just going to keep going on with the same trend of getting shittier and shittier. We're not going to have any, new characters or, new, like, great moments to remember. I mean, when was the last time you had a truly memorable moment? You could say the Kevin Owens screw job with Seth Rollins and Triple H. But the thing is, that moment was completely marred the very next week when Triple H wasn't even on the fucking show. Fuck this fucking company.